What's up, boys and girls? Bruno here with Team UTY. Today I'm going to give you guys some report on the tournament that I went to yesterday. So it was the OTS tournament combined with a case tournament, and pretty much after Swiss I finished first place, which I got 3 booster boxes for the case, and then after that we went into a top 8 playoff for invites, and I finished 3rd place overall, which was really good. So the first tournament I went 6-0, and then I won one round on the top 8 and I lost the second one, which I finished 3rd. Let me just give you guys a report on my games and everything. So game 1 I played against Tenpai, and you know, like for YUBEL, it's pretty easy to play against Tenpai in my opinion. I 2-0 the opponent, and funny enough, the guy that I played round 1 is actually the guy that got first place on top 8 cut, which is insane. So huge shout outs and congrats to him for getting that. In game 2 I played against Abyss Actor. I also 2-0 on that game. Game 3 I played against Runic Stun, which I won on time by burning my opponent with Lacrima. It was the only way. Game 4 I played against Chimera Illusion, and I 2-0 the guy as well. Game 5 I played against Snake Eye Fiendsmith. By the way, the opponent was Joey Chow. Huge shout out to him as well. He is probably the best player in Utah. And game 6 I played against Furniture Labyrinth, which I 2-0 as well. And then on Top Cut, so that was like, that's it, so 6 games. So Top Cut, game 7 I played against the same opponent that I played, which was Labyrinth, so just a run back. The result was the same thing, 2-0. And then game 8 I played against Snake Eye Fiendsmith with a lot of Bestials, I'll tell you that. Those Bestials were carrying the game, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So Bestials they just go crazy against YUBEL. So here we go. If you guys want to know how to counter YUBEL, just play Bestials. They're really good. But let's go into the deck profile, and I will explain some decks that I decided to play. Okay, so just a heads up before we start this. Some of you guys are gonna get a trigger warning on mismatch rarities, so just bear with me, okay, guys? So I'm playing, of course, 3 Lotus. Lotus is such a good card, you know, it's probably the best starter. I mean, Throne is really good as well. I mean, there's so many good starters, but just seeing Lotus, it's full combo, and you end up on so many interruptions. I decided to play only 2 Spirit of YUBEL. And most of the time when I'm going second or game 3 sometimes, I will cut one of this out just for like more non-engine purposes. So there's that as well. I decided to play 1 OG YUBEL in 1 Terror Incarnate. I did see some lists online that are deciding to cut Terror Incarnate, but I believe this like just extends you so much more. And sometimes like I hate to see this in my opening hand, but realistically, like going first, if you see this, it's probably just an early Phantom of YUBEL, which is like an Omni Monster Negate for you. So I mean, I'll take that, you know. So I don't have a problem with that. And then I decided to play 2 Grave Squirmers. So for the YUBEL monsters, like engine monsters, that's it. I'm going by engines, by the way, so I think it's better to explain that way. Played 2 of this. Same thing for this guy and the Spirit. I will cut like those 2 going second, 1 of each, so I can play more non-engine. That's what I do. And sometimes you need the second one just to like when you're going first, just because you need to like OTK your opponent like round 3, game 3, I mean. And then that's pretty much what you gotta do. That's why I played 2 of him. And honestly, it's not too bad to see 2 of them, because if you see even both of them in your hand, you can summon one, special summon the other one, and then you can just go into your Fiendsmith engine. So, you know, it's free stuff. And then, of course, I'm going to be playing 4 copies of Nightmare Throne. This card, even though people are playing Drill right now, I don't think it's too big of a deal. Like, you can kind of play around it a little bit, but you got to play 4 copies of this card. This card is just insane. And then I decided to play 1 copy of Nightmare Pain only. The reason why behind this is because I'm playing 3 Opening Spirit Gates, and if this gets popped, I can probably just like add it back from my grave back to my hand. Sometimes I do wish I was playing 2, but most of the time 1 is like more than enough. This is not your win con to like burn your opponent back. It can be, a lot of times it is, but this is like a break sometimes when you see like 2 or 3 cards of this in your hand. If I see 2 Thrones, I'm not gonna be too mad, but if I see 2 Pains, it's like, this sucks. And then I also play 1 for 1. I think I consider this pretty much part of the engine. because you can either summon your Squirmer or your Lotus, or you can also summon your Lurry, Fable Lurry, with 1-for-1, which is just really good. So it's full combo as well on that way. And I'll side this as well. I'll side 1-for-1 going second as well, because the cost for 1-for-1 going second is way too high. So there's that. And then next engine is the Dark Beckoning Beast engine. I play 1 Dark Beckoning Beast, 1 Chaos Summoning Beast. People should be playing this. It's just way better as well to open 3-po opening Spirit Gates. That's what I'm playing, because like if you start with Dark Beckoning Beast and then you get drilled after searching opening Spirit Gates, you can't even activate this. Where if you start with opening Spirit Gates, then it's a live Monster Reborn, you know, so it's much better in my opinion. So yeah, that's it for this engine. It's really good. I've been playing like this since Nationals and I don't regret it, honestly. It's more space. Like if you play multiple Dark Beckoning Beasts, I can respect that, but I think it's just better if you just play 1-1 for the engine. And then for the Unchained engine, I played 1 Abomination and 1 Shavara. I think that's like probably the best way to play this. Trap comes up a lot. Even if you keep Rage on field, sometimes you can revive Yama if it's in your grave and just add Shavara back. So it's just really good. And then for the Fiendsmith engine, of course, 3-po Engraver and 1 Lurry. And the twist comes right now where I'm actually playing double tracked. I wanted to play this for Nationals, and I kind of regretted not playing. This win me like a couple of games actually having double, just because you can shuffle back your Lurry, and you can like add Engraver from grave to the hand, and then you don't have another Tractus in your deck like for like late game, and it's so crucial. Like even if you send this to the graveyard, like you can have like double fusion summon. That's like 2 polymerizations in your graveyard available to you, you know. So it's just really good. And then for the last engine card that I decided to play, you guys are gonna see this. I'm playing the Rabbit in the extra deck, so I'm playing Azaroon. I was playing Trap Trick, the Sihulaway Trick, whatever is the name. But I decided this it's a little bit better just because it negates summon, so it can be really good against Diabell Star. It can be really good against Link Summonings and whatever your opponent do. So they can't respond to this with their monster they summon because it's not on field yet. It's just a really good card overall. And then a Rabbit Papa Splintrap card came up like quite a bit actually. So yeah. And then for the non-engine right now, you guys are gonna get triggered a lot right now. I'm playing 3-po Ash Blossom. My gold rares are coming. For you that don't know, I'm gonna be selling all my quarter century rares, and I'm gonna be playing maximum gold rares just to trigger people a little bit more right now. But I'm playing 3 Ash. It's probably the most generic and best hand trap in the format overall. The second best one, I'm playing 3-po Drow and Lockbird. Drow is just fantastic as well. If they start with Engraver to add track, they just throw them and then they can't even activate track. So if they don't have like more engine in hand, they're pretty much like screwed. So Drow came up a lot, and I'm glad I was playing that. And then I'm playing 3-po Nibiru. Same thing, like I'm getting all gold rares, but quarter century for now, I guess. But Nibiru is just a really good card overall. People are extending a lot, and I think playing multiple hand traps it's probably the best way to go for this format. And then if you're going side, second, you probably can go like Board Breaker style. You guys are gonna see the side deck in a second. I'm playing 2 Veilers because they're really good as well. It's the same thing as Imperm, and then I play 3-po Imperm. That's what I want the whole deck to be, you know, gold rare. So we're gonna get there. But yeah, so 14 hand traps, and total main deck count is 43. For just to let you guys know, so 43 in the main, double sleeve, so it looks freaking huge, but it's only 43, and I think the number is good. And I almost put the second Nightmare Pain, but I was like, nah, not really happy with that idea, so I just decided to not. Let's go to the extra deck right now. So here we go. So double Phantom of YUBEL card is broken. I'm scared they're gonna limit this, so we'll see what happens. But double that, and I decided to play one rabbit instead of Appaloosa. Let me just spoil right now. Appaloosa's in the side, and the one thing that I hate is like swapping sleeves for like the one that's in the side deck because they got a match. But Rabbit came up so much more often than Appaloosa in my opinion. Just setting the different type of interruption as a trap. Even if they dark ruler you, like summoning the trap later after that, it just feels so good. So yeah, Rabbit was really good. So yeah, I will definitely keep playing Rabbit for now. And then the Fiendsmith engine, of course, they have Moon. It's the generic Link 2 that goes into the full engine. And then we play one Requiem, one Sequence, one Lacrima, and both of the TCG exclusives, Necroquip, and Aerial Eater. Aerial Eater is insane. Sometimes sending Shavara to the graveyard so you can set the trap, and then just going to Yama later on so you can add Shavara from grave back to the hand. And not having to send Shavara to the graveyard feels really good, because then you can go into Caesar place, and that feels really nice, like honestly. So I like those plays if you already have like full combo in your hand anyways. If you don't, you just send Lotus to the graveyard and revive with Opening, or you guys gonna see, but you can just revive with Mudcracker, which I'm also playing one. And then I'm playing one Yama, one Soul of Rage, and one Little Knight. Those two right here are targets for Rage. So if you go into Little Knight early, you can still go into Mudcracker during your opponent's turn. So that works pretty well. And then last two cards in the extra deck are one Varudras and one Caesar. Both cards are very important for the deck. This is what saved me against Tenpai. Just being able to, survive a little bit longer and negate those like spell and traps that they have. Feels really good. Let's go into the side deck right now. A couple things changed, but not much since Nats. I'm still playing Triple Mo Charmy. This card is really good. When the next one comes out, it's probably the next one might go into the main deck overall. But this one, it's still really good going second, so you might stay in the side for a little longer. And then, like I said, I was playing one Appaloosa on the side. Sucks to change sleeves because I play different sleeves, but you gotta play the same sleeve for every card in your side deck. So here we go. Gotta follow that ruling. And Triple Dark Ruler no more. Card is really nice overall. Not gonna lie. Didn't use it once though. I did use once, but it was against Abyss Actor, and they didn't have like any monster really effects on field. Just one quick effect, so that was decent. And then for the traps, decided to play Triple Evenly Match. Card is just really good overall against Labyrinth. I was able to use that to break their board, and I had Ash in hand as well, so it was just really good. And then a couple more traps. We play Triple Skill Drain. Skill Drain is just really good in this deck. You can play around it just fine. That's not a problem. And then the last two cards is one River of Warlords and one Anti-Spell. Did use Anti-Spell the whole day. I did use Rivalry against Snake Eye Fiendsmith on Swiss, and that's what saved me. He tried to enter battle phase, he was locking 2 dragons, and when he attacked me, I just summoned Phantom. He tried to Flamberge my monster back to Spawn Trap Zone, and I had Squirmer hand, so ended up that I had too much engine going on that game, and this just saved me, so that was really good. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. I appreciate you guys watching this. I'm really happy with how the deck is performing and how I'm playing overall. If you guys have any other like text that you guys want to share in the comments or something like that, feel free to leave a comment. As well, guys, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. That doesn't hurt, doesn't kill anyone, and helps me a lot. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.